Considering lawyers' subtlety, words, and loopholes in contracts, why would contracts be difficult to understand if they're geared towards the subjects that must sign them? Shouldn't both parties have to agree unless there is a misunderstanding on contract? We would have to go into comprehension also. But we don't look at IQs before doing deals, do we? So that's interesting of where fault would lie. I would say if contracts need a lawyer to understand, and it's down to the entity in the physical world that has secrets, full of these so-called skull and bone 322 demigods that you sell your soul to like you have a choice when it was purchased by blood. Who's going to collect your soul from the Lord? Please tell me. You just became lost and oppressed. That's the difference. Bringing it back out to contracts and car deals. Now they're wrapping deals at the dealer. Connected to the DMV. Look how big government is. And where can you go with your friends list? On Facebook, your cell phone. No, that's not like China where the beast system is obvious, but a beast nonetheless. Both countries have supercomputers and they're fighting over the chips over there in Russia. Knowledge is a thing, but after you get knowledge, then you gotta process it to come down to algorithms and assessments that can do things at certain times precisely. But are the nuances of measurements better than anomalies created? Organic perfection is measured, not garnered. Considering subtleties in contracts, why would I need a lawyer to sign one? Why would I need a lawyer to sign a contract for a business deal? Why don't I need a lawyer then to sign a contract for a house or a car? Look how government now is making deals at the dealership. Where are you buying? Where are you getting your crop, you drug dealer? Who's pushing it into your system like it's heroin? Needle on a record, what's your song? Something to think about. If I knew the subtlety in words considering contracts and contracts, since you have to be smart enough to sign them, then obviously they were made for a cause. And what cause could that be more than an agreement where less words were used and both parties knew down to signing an agreement? You don't understand. You just constantly lose. There's a lot of loopholes, but not in your favor, but they can't be shown. So what is the difference between you using the loopholes that you see are working the unimaginable? There's a lot of space in between agreements, technically, if you understood the depths of how contracts are created. If contracts can be created with confusing words that perplex you, then can't you be smart enough in your intelligence to perplex the pusher of it? Yes, indeed, and yes, of course. Who writes the terms of these deals? To shake hands requires two people at least. People are divided and besides their own selves. Disassociated by information which is supposed to get them in shape. They got diabetes. What is it with metabolism, empty calories, and media, and how much do you consume? Sedentary lifestyle on a couch like a truck driver, just not getting paid though. Still not too good to be hired, not good enough. How quickly and common is the hive mind to share an agreement that many disagree with and won't speak up, feeling afraid? That's a lot of people still benefiting off of a lot of pain, don't you think? In order for a contract to be binding, both parties would have to fully understand. There should be no need for an interpreter. If there does need be for this to be, interesting how the conversation between the two came about. Who's looking to profit? What are their strengths? This is how I think. Meditating on the subtlety of words, knowing the subtlety of English, one could understand the trickeries and the loopholes in contracts that would make a conversation go two ways between two people dependent on the season. One could measure and discern the intention of the words written based on the viewer that's presenting it. How to play poker, how to play poker. Poker not spoken, never smiled. Here's the joker. Can you tell that I'm bluffing?